Good morning. I'm Sterling Stepp here with Great Plains Ag and the Product Management Group, and we got an exciting option of the new BD7600 drill that we're going to introduce here today. We launched the BD back in January of last year with our 26-foot, 30-foot, and 40-foot models, and it's available in 6-inch, 7.5-inch, and 10-inch spacing. And we built in a lot of ease of use features on this drill with like the hydraulic jack, the folding walk boards, and our feeder cup here, which is really kind of at the heart of the box drill. And this gives us the ability to precisely and accurately meter a wide range of seeds and gives us a lot of flexibility on what we can do with this box drill. So it's a really cool feature. If you want to find out more about it, visit our website. We got some good information out there. So now I want to introduce the split box hydraulic drive option. So this option gives you guys the ability to run two separate products at two individual rates and control it all from the cab with our drill command system. So with this split box option now, if you have a 2-section unit, you will have 4 hydraulic motors, and if you have a 3-section unit, you will have 6 hydraulic motors. But this doesn't mean that you'll need a lot of hydraulic requirements to run these motors. At maximum, you're looking at 6 gallons per minute on a 6 motor unit, so about a gallon per minute per motor. So you don't need a lot of hydraulic requirements to run the motors. You can run it on an older tractor that doesn't have the newer hydraulic capability. So a lot of versatility on what you can hook this drill up to and run it with. And this split box hydraulic drive option is available on all BD models, so the 26-foot, 30-foot, and 40-foot will all be available for order with this option going forward. And again, it builds on the industry-leading versatility of the BD7600 with all those ease of use features that bring profitability to your operation. So now I kind of want to run through quickly this drill command run screen. So it's here on the XD Plus. We also offer an XD unit as part of our ISO solutions suite starting here in January. But this drill command system is also ISO capable, so it will work with your ISO terminal that you already have in the cab. So you don't have to get a unit if you already have a terminal in the cab. So kind of starting from the top here, we have our products, our front and our rear box, and our targeted rate. So I'll turn the motors on here. So right now we're targeting 70 pounds on the front box, 100 pounds on the rear box. Currently it's set up as wheat and dry fertilizer. But with the split box unit, you can run 2 separate seeds. If you want a small seed and a larger seed in the front box, we have that capability with the feeder cup. So it's not just a seed and fertilizer drill. So if you want to adjust the rate, you can just click that box there. Go up, it will automatically default to 10% increments. If you want to set it back to your original set rate, just push that 100% and it'll take you back to your set rates. If you want to adjust either the front or the rear box individually, just touch the row. So if I want to adjust my seed box, hit that, hit the plus button, and as you can see, it is only adjusting the front box rate without adjusting the rear. So you have a lot of flexibility and control on the race that you want to apply from the cab at your fingertips. So next thing here is section control down here. So we have section control available on the terminal. If I want to turn the section off, as you can see behind me, now the motors are turned off. And I can control all 3 sections individually and turn them back on with the touch of a button. So really simple and easy to do. And then next couple things here, this right there is your variable rate map. So if you have a prescription map plugged in, this is where it will show. Currently it's turned off because I don't have a prescription rate map plugged in. Then you have your wet hole function here. So what this does is it allows you to raise your openers out of the ground if you're going through a wetter area in the field that you don't want to risk plugging up your row units. And it will still turn those hydraulic motors, putting some seed on the ground, so you can hopefully still get some emergence out of that area without risking plugging up your row units. And then this area down here is a customizable screen, so you can read out different things from the drill. Right now it's set up to run or to show the RPMs on the rear box unit, as well as your estimated acre per hour productivity. So that's customizable to the personal information that you would like to see in the cab. So now that we kind of run through the run screen, Dwight, if I can get you to turn the cameras on the motors behind me, what I wanted to illustrate was how much difference we have in rate capabilities with this split box drill on our front and our rear box. As you can see here on the right box, the motors are turning significantly slower than the motor on the left. So your front and rear boxes are applying different rates. And again, you can control that all from the cab. So 2 separate products, 2 individual rates with a lot of control at your fingertips. So next I kind of wanted to go through this drill command system, and we touched on some of it, but really what do you get with the drill command system and a hydraulic drive unit? So drill command and hydraulic drive, they're kind of the same feature. So the drill command unit is always going to be a hydraulic drive unit, and a hydraulic drive unit is always going to have drill command. So those 2 terms are really connected. So as I mentioned earlier, you have your manual section control from the monitor with the touch of a button. You have automatic section control. If you have a GPS input, it will automatically control those sections as you go into headlands or already seated areas. Rate control and adjustment from the cab, as I illustrated, with the touch of a button. It's really easy to adjust those rates if you're going into areas where your field is either better or worse performing. You can save money on inputs and increase yield. And you don't have to put in a prescription rate map to be able to do that. You can just do that with the touch of a button. But if you want to, you can incorporate those prescription maps and variable rate application capabilities. And with a split box unit, you can do that with both products. So you can variable rate apply the front and the rear box if you desire to get to that level of precision. You can record your as-applied data for use in your other precision farming activities if you wish. And again, a simplified calibration. So the calibration process is really easy with this hydraulic drive unit. We got a couple of videos out online, I believe, illustrating that process, but you don't have to get out your hand crank and crank the meters like you would on a ground drive unit. You just go around to the back, fold up the center walkboard. There's a button underneath there for the calibration, and then the hydraulic motors do all the work for you. So it's a really simple calibration process. The wet hole function, as I mentioned earlier, you get the bin level sensor so you can have a better indication of how much seed you have left in the tank. And then you also have some other options that integrate well with this drill command system. So blockage, if you want to make sure you got seed going through your row units, you're not getting any pluggage there. Scales and cameras. So on this XD Plus, we have the capability to use 3 cameras. On the XD, which is our 7-inch model, you only have 1 camera capable. But the camera input will depend on the terminal you have in your cab. Some of them have the capability for 3 cameras, some of them only have the option for 1. So you just have to look at your terminal in the cab to see the capabilities that you have there. And so with that, we kind of walked through this drill command and the hydraulic drive split box introduction. So hope you enjoyed it. For more information, reach out to your local Great Plains dealer or visit greatplainsag.com.